Hello YouTube. Welcome back. Day 7, Working Class Exile. Today's plan is mostly just completion. We want to get some passive points. We want to get that up to hopefully 105 to 110. And we want to get some passive points. A few more passive points. See if we can finish off our top hat here. Because this is how we start like decent farming. When we've got a few more passives, we may end up respecking the atlas into some sort of juicer atlas, maybe do breaches and stuff to be able to start making some money. But for now, I'm also going to work on, I think I'm part way through the Maven quest, so I'm going to finish that up before I go back to doing Eater of Worlds things. And that's the whole plan. Just run maps, get completion. We've got 4 completions in our inventory here. I think I've got another 1 or 2 in my stash, so we're just going to start with that and go from there. We're not sitting on a lot of money now, but we have done pretty much all the upgrades we need. I would like to get some implicits that are useful on my gear, but we don't have very many of them, so you know, we might do them. So let's hit the start button. Boom, and start. Speaking of might get implicits though, I mean, we've got a few, so we might just throw some on and see what happens. Oh. That's not particularly good. Unnerve is the spell one, right? Yeah. Give me something. Those are both worthless. That's something. That's also irrelevant for me right now. Pity. Oh, that didn't get us a lot. Let's go run our things. Oh, put on the rest of my auras. There we go. I mean, I could go delving. I just don't see any reason to go delving. Like, there's no reason that I have to be in delve. Oh, that's too much stuff showing. Do I accidentally have the wrong filter on? I do. There we go. The only reason to do delve is that you like it. I don't mind delve. Like, I'm not against delve like I am against heist. It's just that going to delve just slows down my progression, slows down my completion. It doesn't give me anything for progressing, and it doesn't have a good chance of making me a decent amount of money until I've been doing it for long enough to matter. And I don't think I'm going to have that amount of time. So just don't think there's a reason to go. I don't need to run the rest of this map. It's a yellow. We don't care about returns. We're just after the completion that we got. This is an exceptionally shit map. It's alright, we're just gonna look for the boss and leave. I mean, we'll do this since we're beside it. Any idea what you'll be practicing later for the gauntlet? Yeah, probably a DD chieftain. I already got it past Katava 5. I did die, however, to piety, so you know. In Act 4 piety. Ooh yeah, let's go. If anyone's looking at this and wondering why my hideout looks different, today we are working class Exile is mapping from the guild hideout instead of his own personal hideout. It makes no difference. I just like the layout. It looks prettier. You don't get any, there's no advantages or anything to mapping from the guild hideout. I just like it more. This is just a... I know I say this every time I jump back on this character, but like, this was such a good idea for League Start. Like, this was just such a solid build on so little. About gaming, how you doing? Oh man, the only problem is when you map from the guild hideout, people who buy stuff can't come and get it, which is very annoying. I should reconnect through here so that I can respec these nodes and all of those. And I should also we could just get rid of those shrine points and leave those shrine points here. All right, we'll do this first. Let me in. We do this before we pop the delirium mirror because apparently all the delirium mobs just start attacking the things that you've got on here that make it a timer. I don't know what they're called, but they just start attacking it the moment you come in. It ends the whole thing quite a lot quicker than you'd like.
I'm afraid you kill so good, Exile. Quick.
Blessings. Be careful.
You can never die. Why don't you test it?
La, 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 la. Invulnerability shrine, eh? I can't imagine that the invulnerability shrines affect my totems. They do not. Okay. I didn't think they would.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Oh, there's another one here. Hi, bud.
Let us see what the light reveals.
All right, what else you got for me? Look, I mean, I'll learn that, but I'm not using it. That's an enchant that I just got then. That last one. I didn't even have that on my main account. My actual account that I've been playing. Let's grab that real quick. Trying to understand evasion better.
Contest.
Yeah.
I need more mana. Again.
Pretty sure evasion's the one that has entropy built into it, which is not particularly great. Yeah, we're gonna cross that little gap there. But does it reset after 3.3 seconds? I don't know what the timer is. I actually don't know what the timer is. It does reset after an amount of time.
This begins. Outrun. Released. Arrive. Victory gift.
There we go.
Go get more.
Now this lets me refund a bunch of passives. Do I want to refund those? It's a really big question right now about whether I actually want to refund any of these things. I know that I want to finish the top hat, and I know I need this last one here. I actually haven't decided like what this build is gonna farm. I mean, the answer is essentially anything. It's pretty bad at doing legions because legions don't prolif, and that's a bit of an issue for our clear. But other than legions, everything else is on the table. Seeing if we've got any other completions here. I do not. Just that one, okay. And there's one of those travel nodes in the center. I mean, if you mean these ones or these ones, none of these are travel nodes. These are the best nodes in the entire atlas, right here at the top. These are the second best nodes, and these are the third best nodes. And then everything else comes after that. That's really only relevant structuring when you've already got like a finished atlas, right? Like getting notables early and shit matters a lot more. But like when you're finished, increased effect and quantity, huge. Huge.
When I'm ready and not before.
Run me through that again, please. The top hat, the quantity and rarity, and then the quantity nodes. This is the top hat, 2% increased effect. They're the best. Then the quantity and rarity nodes, and then just the quantity on their own. That ring.
I need more mana.
Do love me some harbingers. One nurse card, please. That'd be really cool. Imagine finding a nurse while doing your one tower for completion. I say that jokingly, but like that happens to someone. Some people are just running around just doing their completion. They just run one tower and a nurse drops on the floor for them. like it happens.
When I'm ready and not before.
Oh, I probably want that. Nope, I didn't. I lied. Organic. Thank you for the raid. How you doing? Yeah. I'll have some cake. Do you want some cake? Have you not seen how fat I am? What a stupid question. Do you want some cake? Imagine not wanting cake. Okay. Any more completion I can buy from you? No. How about an Atlas mission? No. Boom. Don't need that. Do need that. Oh, really? Really?
Germinating unknown dangers. Stay on high alert.
This is the worst. What's that smell? Oh, it's just Balor's map. I hate this map. It's so bad. And like it wasn't bad enough to have this like you have to like jump and travel between all these things thing going on. They also had to put a proximity shield on every platform, like just to make it significantly worse, and then put ranged mobs on those platforms so that they can attack me, but I can't attack them until I jump into all their projectiles. Yeah, that seems like a good map design. Thanks, guys. Skelly mages, you can just summon them inside. Yeah, look, I mean, it's doable. It's not like I'm dead here. Like, I've been doing it. It's just not a fun map. Right? But it is one completion. You have to do it at least once. So here we are. Ta-da! It's done.
That's the trail.
All right. Any more? Ooh. Yeah, that's worth 6C. What else you got? Nothing. Nothing. All right. Next mission. Is there any point in doing it? How much are these worth? Ooh, 30C. Nice. Always check that vendor. Do totem hits count as your hits? Yes and no. Main Joker, it's more complicated than a yes or no. Sorry. Well,
This one's not your usual romp, Godslayer.
I do want Elder
Bleeds
things.
raw memory. A battle against a guardian of the being known as the Elder. This happened long ago, but
I mean, it's minus max. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Last time I checked, that vendor was week 1 of League. Oh, you should definitely be checking that vendor. I've picked up quite a few Cortexes for like 14C from that vendor.
When I'm ready and not
You should definitely be checking that vendor. So they proc the taunt to the champ ascendancy. They do. Yes. Hello, buddy. Yeah, minus 11 max is not really particularly great for this Guardian, but well, it'll be fine. How much are these things worth? 18C. Nice. Now the question is, do I need to keep these fragments? I need to kill Maven and Uber Elder. I should probably keep that fragment. All right, let's see what you can give me. Roll something good. Ugh. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not for me. Ooh. Disappointment. That could have been really good. I mean, it's an upgrade, but it's still critical strike chance, which I don't really need. I mean, I'll still use it. But that's not the point. The point is I was hoping for something better.
Okay.
All right, what do you got? Oh, hello. Yoink. Anything else? Ooh, that's the last.
Eye on you.
That's the last one. Now, what I'm wondering next is, should I bother buying maps for completion? Or do we just continue on about our business? And I think the answer is we just continue on about our business. We just start like running maps. Fine.
And not before.
Maybe I buy the map I've been thinking about favoriting. And then we just move on. Burning ground. Upgrading our pantheons could also go pretty well. I'd like to become immune to burning ground, please.
I need more mana.
And have any horizons? Nah, I used them all. 1 or 2 episodes back. 1 episode back, I think. I mean, they're also incredibly cheap. So I could very, very easily buy like 50 horizon orbs for nothing. Buying maps could take 2 episodes at this point in the league. No. No, that's one of those bullshit misconceptions. So like that you can't do trade, or that you can't buy things because it's too far into the league and trade is dead. That's one of those things that's said by people who feel like they're done with the league. And I don't know why they want to discourage other people from trying, but trade league doesn't actually die until like 2 weeks before the end of the league. Like the final 2 weeks, it becomes pretty hard to do stuff, but before that, it's just bullshit people spout for no good reason. The bots will always be there for you, right? The problem with buying maps is that I only have like 30C. But I would love to buy a set of unique maps. I might try. We do need to get some maps. Death and taxes. We're not going to buy Doriani's. Hallowed ground. Maokun. Ober's Cursed Trove. Putrid and Vinctars are too much. Vaults? We could buy a vaults too. That would be cool. Alright, let's see if we can buy some of these maps. Preferably one at a time. Oh, hello. I will. Where's that map? There it is. The problem with that is that you also need to have Kirak dailies. That's not something a working class exile or a brand new like starting late in the league player can do. That's something like someone who's been playing the whole league but doesn't have Doriani's can do. Right? Because you've got a bunch of dailies sitting there. I have 0 dailies. The scouting reports mean nothing to me. The problem with this is keeping track of the maps that I buy. Every now and then. Every now and then I'm reminded that everyone I send a trade message to gets the message. Balor sub to my OnlyFans. And I think it's hilarious. Hey, somebody replied, sack. That's a 1 chaos. Who are you? This one for 2 chaos. Okay. Ah. And this guy for 1 chaos. Oh, he's got Miracle and Unhallowed. Oh, nice. This guy's got 2. Oh, he might have more. I got lost and bought the same one several times. What does this guy want? 2 1C maps. Whoops. Hallowed Ground. Death and Taxes. Oh, he's got some. Let's see. Okun. Olmex. I think Miyokun is worth slightly more. Yeah, that's 4C. Eight C for all 4. Isn't that an all max in your inventory? No, that's Ober's Curse Trove.
Salah. All right, some completion. Let's go.
more completion. I have told people this before. It was a lot more relevant in the past, but it's still pretty relevant now. Like early in a league, I will spend my last chaos getting more completion. Like, just getting the completion for your maps is pretty high priority that you should focus. You don't need 100% completion, but you do need to be like up there, right?
When I'm ready and not before.
I have 105 Kirak missions. Do you know how many cortexes or harvests you could get out of that? That's a lot of money. Hi, Pi. How you doing? Game design stuff? That's what you're doing. That's a different thing. I'm waiting for a chat with the boss. I'm feeling a bit more ideasy. Nice. Ta-doo. Out we go. More completion. I mean, I'm gonna want these. I know that. But then I don't know what's gonna go after that. Hello, sir. So this map, a bunch of people often find really annoying. I don't usually find it very annoying. Like occasionally I miss something, but not often. And all I do usually is I hug one wall until I find that ghost Fairgraves or whatever he is, so that I haven't unlocked very much of the map. And then I follow back the path that I just made when I'm in like the second half or whatever. And by following back that path, at least roughly, I now know which areas of the map I've been in, and I can now actually, like, you know, trust the fog of war, so to speak, to tell me where to go. I'll tell you where to go, Baylor. Anyway. That. And that generally, most of the time, makes it pretty manageable. Hey, Barnacle Bill. How you doing?
When I'm ready, and not before.
I still miss one and I'll call my mum crying after half an hour. I feel like I should have seen a few more boxes by now though. Not gonna lie. And I still do miss ones occasionally, like it's not, there they are. It's not like a foolproof plan, but it is more often than not quite a bit quicker and easier doing it my way. Is there a way to check my last nemesis without going into a map? Yep, the like the key that's beside enter, the little like quote key. It's also bindable. You could put it wherever you want if you wanted to. And here we go. I believe I may have missed one. Right after all that talk about do it this way, and you'll probably normally not miss one. Well. I see only one more area in Fog of War. It better be there. This tight little corner here. Uh-oh. Oh. Damn, there's still one more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Someone's come along and burst our bubble. That's all the words I know to that song.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I know there are more words, but that's all I got. Oh. Here it is. I didn't miss it. I just didn't see it open. Ta-da! That's the one. Completed. Out we go. Only I just wander around aimlessly for 20 minutes. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, you can bind different keys to a lot of different things now. Instead of having just the one hotkey that's like every single league mechanic uses this exact hotkey. You can like pick a delirium hotkey and then pick like an open the Alva temple hotkey or a metamorph hotkey or whatever. Pretty sure there's nothing down this way, right? There's not two here, is there? This is just a dead end? No? Maybe? No? Yes. Yes. This is actually one of my least favorite maps. Purely because of how much just running and not killing anything you have to do in it. Okay, well, I'm in the minimap while inside. The map that tells you which, like, to go up or down when you're inside it. There's basically a hotkey for everything. Like, check out the hotkey menu. They added hotkeys for like all the things. You can have a separate hotkey for as many different things as you want now. Which is great, except I'm running out of buttons. It's a great idea in theory. So many of the unique maps are so much worse than an average map. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, most unique maps are frankly just a chore you have to do once a league. But I say that, but like I'm not going to complain about it because they just made like the whole Atlas so much better that if this is like the only minor annoyance left, I'm fine with it. That's fine. That's fine. No, I'm good. They removed all of the Grandmasters. That'll do for now. Yep, every little bit helps. The next up is the boss with that weird map name. Waka Waka Bang Bang. Yeah, that map could go away. That map could definitely go away. They could just make the boss have like a 2-second or 3-second cooldown between bouts of sprinting in the opposite direction from you. Just like enough that you could occasionally tickle him.
Huh.
They need to remove the 2.7x map from completion? No, they don't. First of all, it's like a 30C completion if you want it to be. And second, something being expensive, some things being expensive is good. You don't want everything to be cheap. The problem with doing that is that Doriani's Machinarium, the only reason it's worth money is because of completion and rarity, which means you're taking one of the decently big ticket items away from the delvers, making delve less profitable. And delve is already kind of on its last legs of being super profitable. Like, it's okay now, it's not horrible, but like you can't just keep taking stuff away from delve. and then expect people to still go delving. Yeah, no, there's still a list of things, but it's just that that map is like a relatively common one, and like it contributes to money for the delvers. You can't just keep taking stuff away one after another, is the thing. Right, and delver's not like, it's okay, it's not dead. If you enjoy delve, you can still run it, but nice. So that we don't have to delve for recipes anymore. Me too. Easy buying maps. Promenade's only a 12 right now. That's pretty disappointing. What would I enjoy favoriting right now? Crimson Temple's not a bad map, to be honest. Burial Chambers is there. That's pretty cool. Port drops Saint's Treasure. Let's go 2 port, 3 port, 2 crimsons. There we go. Why do people farm Cemetery? What can it drop? Brothers Stash. Really good layout, easy boss, and the Brothers Stash div card, which is a div card for 5 exalts, and it is a single div card. It's a 1 stack. If you find it once, it's 5x. Very profitable thing. The worst. Do you know how close this map is to being fine? Tower is better IMO. So that's not, you've not thought that out. You've thought about only card farming, and it really depends on what strategy you're doing at the time. For instance, if you're doing Breach Legion farming, Tower sucks. The breaches are always trash. The legions are missing 3/4 of their mobs. Like, it's horrible. Right? So you don't just go farming cards. You go to a place that can drop cards to farm a specific mechanic. Right? So and the boss is terrible, so you don't get the boss drop part either, because you just skip the boss because it's horrible. So it really depends on what you're doing. If you're quant farming, you're looking specifically for a card. And quant farmers don't mind skipping the boss. So tower can be okay, although I'd much rather run promenade personally. But tower's fine if you're like quant farming. That'll do. All about bleed. All about bleed. Whoops. I really should get an anti-bleed life flask at some point. That feels like the move. Like, I'm immune to corrupting blood, but like actual bleed can hit me. Excuse me, I'd like through the door. Thank you.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Yeah, 30% increased monster damage, just generic increased monster damage is really strong. Also, by the way, Gauntlet has 100 of that. We're so screwed. Get what the map is, and then it straight up one shots me. That That's a thing. Okay, what else we got? Any more uniques that we want? I'm not going to pay for Doriani's Arcanarium. I don't really want to pay for Putrid Cloister or Vinctus Square either. So I think that's it. I mean, there's still some maps here and there. You aren't going to pay 10C? Not right now. I've only got 50 total. So no, not right now. I'm not. Nope. I'm also not buying Horizon Orbs. You can just leave them. They're just uniques. It's really not that important. However, we can look for these. Trading. Dungeon Dry Sea. Dry Sea. There it is. Maze from tier 14. Carcass from tier 13. Nothing from 12. Graveyard from 11. Not that many maps to do this time around. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's see if it works. I strongly suspect that buying Horizons and spending them is time efficient, but cost inefficient. Excuse me. But no way to really know until I go test it, so. I'm just trying to buy 30 for 10C. It's fine. I can buy them from chat as long as I'm paying full price. As if working class wouldn't be YOLOing those ancient orbs for a headhunter. Hey, I got one. I mean, but those ancient orbs are worth 17C each, as if you wouldn't sell them. As if you wouldn't sell them. Whatever map said we would no stones. Yes, which is the same way they've always worked, by the way. And you can tell what maps are an option because the maps that exist in your tab without, you know, a map being in it, those are the ones that count. So like dungeons one. So, hey, look, there's a dungeon, right? I can tell dry sea is one because it exists in my tab without a thing. Hey, look, there's dry sea. Now this is super efficient. Maze is one. Oh, carcass. Damn. There it is. Graveyard. Perfect. Got some completion. All right, stay a carcass. That's a problem. All right. Don't roll that one. Nope. Yep. Stay amazed. I'm amazed. Dry sea. Still dry sea. Fungin. Also gross. And graveyard. Also fine. These two right here require an enduring mana flask. Do I? Yes, I did keep one. So those two are exceptionally shit maps. Basically, the cannot region makes me not only squishy, but also like have mana problems. So we are not trying to full clear these two maps, and we will not speed through them like we do other maps, although we might. It does look like I can.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Just imagine. Take out anger until dead. Take vitality. Maybe we will just clear the rest of it. It wasn't that hard. Enduring mana flask go peep.
Need more mana.
Nice. Oh, let's take that. Thank you. Bring back the queuing enduring mana flask. I see no reason why that had to go. I mean, I get it. I do get it, but the queuing enduring mana flask was pretty nice.
When I'm ready and not before.
Hey. I'll just leave this map in just a sec. Yep. All right, this one as well. Unfortunately, this one's 70% chance to avoid ailments and cannot regen, which is just really meh. It's really meh. Okay, so we took them. We're gonna do that. We're probably gonna take this to speed up our Maven completion. That'll be something we respec out of as soon as we kill one Maven. So I'm not personally really interested in being a bosser, but I am interested in killing the bosses. Right. We're doing working class? We are. Half an hour left in today's episode. This is day, I think, 7 of 2 hours a day. The difference this time is we didn't count leveling. So day 1 was the first time I put in a map. Like the very first map, like the quest intro map, that was the beginning of day 1. So this is this is the 7th day, not counting leveling. One of the feedback I got last time I did it was just that, you know, 4 straight days worth of just leveling VODs were not really that entertaining. So we skipped that and started here. Like started at maps. Ooh. I actually hate this particular map. So I'd like to just not run it. If I could just get out, please. Where's the boss? I wonder if anyone exists whose favorite map is dungeon. Like anyone at all. Like a single person who's like, yeah, my favorite map is dungeon. I really like it. Even just one. Chris Wilson, probably. Really comfortable finding a chains of command card in dungeon? No. No. There are people who like the RP servers on WoW, so nothing is impossible. Dude, RP servers are amazing. I bet you also think Dungeons and Dragons is cringe. RP is super fun. Don't be hating on the RP servers. This guy hating on RP servers. I bet you're happy with your life. I bet you're like comfortable with who you are as a person. Weirdo. I forgot to change it out of my mana flask. There we go. Huh. You know what? While we're here, I don't think we need this wheel at all. I mean, we need this part. I don't think we need this wheel at all. And I think we'd be better off taking this side for attack speed and a bunch of damage there like that. This side's better for damage, but this side's got attack speed on it, and I'm pretty desperate for attack speed. Let's try that. Also, I can grab this. More damage. Quick, sneaky little respec. Nobody saw it. It's okay. It's all right. Well, somebody will remember to remind me to go over the respec in the, what do you call it? Synapse at the end? No, like summary at the end. Just to make sure people see what I did. Not everyone watches the whole VOD the whole way through. Though a surprisingly large amount of the people do. Even though the videos are only getting like 200 to 300 views in the first day instead of my normal 2000, the viewer retention average is an hour and a half. Like, it's insane. Like, the people who are watching Working Class Exile are very happy to be watching Working Class Exile. Helpful to a lot less people, but very helpful to those people, it turns out. The last episode is 360p, Sag. No, it's fixed now. It takes YouTube a long time to process 2-hour videos. And I went to bed 2 hours before it went live and it was 360 and still processing, and I just thought it would be finished in time because they come out at about 3 a.m. our time and it just wasn't finished. Yeah, I would never upload them in 360. It's just a YouTube thing. Always on time, by the way. What do you mean always on time? For some our YouTube editor had to go to bed early, so I had to stay up and do it myself. That was unplanned, but also it was done, and it was done with plenty of time. For some reason YouTube just took an extra long time this time. Normally it only takes like an hour and a half for it to process, like somewhere between an hour and a half, and it'll have processed it into like proper HD. And I had like 2 hours before it was going live when I'd finished setting it all up. And I was like, yeah, that'll be done. I hope you docked Blakey's pay. Listen, Blakey already doesn't get paid enough. We can't be docking his pay because he needed to go to bed. He's already not making enough.
When I'm ready and not before.
Yeah, if I'm gonna dock Blakey's pay, he's gonna owe me money. Like this, he's not getting enough as it is. What? Where's the boss here? Did I kill the boss by accident? What's going on? Have I finished this? Did I not notice? Do I? Nope. It's in here, isn't it? No? Where's the boss? Hello, I would like to move on with my next map. Oh no, you're kidding. It's just that little, do you see that little tiny gap? See that? Ooh. I keep getting excited every time. I'm like, ooh, ooh, a headhunter? It's never a headhunter, bud. It's never ever gonna be a headhunter. Stop checking. But I can't. Oh, nice. This is going to be 112 for map completion. So that's getting somewhere now. Like that's starting to feel like we're coming to the point where we could actually like make a farming strat and decide to go make some money.
When I'm ready and not before.
Ooh. Ah. Why does my life flask not work? I swear I was pressing my life flask. Did you guys not see me using my life flask charges and just nothing happening at all? What was that about? Ow. Oh, my life flask is... Oh! Oh, it's one of those maps with the reduced recovery rate. That's what's happening. And the recovery rate affects your flasks. So you just... They just don't do anything. Ooh! Danger map. Danger. This is definitely less recovery, right? Yeah, 91% chance to avoid and 78% less recovery rate. And recovery rate affects leech, regen, and your life flasks for some reason. Even though that feels wrong, right? Like that feels mean. But less oh, hey, look at that. A hideout. So listen, this is an old master hideout. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did the last time I found a hideout on working class Exile, which is just, oh, unearthed hideout unlocked. Yeah, right, of course, because this is an old one. If you weren't around for the old masters and you didn't get in the old Katarina hideout, I'll just hand it out for free. I can't take payment because a working class Exile would not take payment. He wouldn't even know to sell it. So if anyone happens to need it, you can just come and grab it. It's fine. I don't mind. Otherwise, it can get left there. But if you played when Varici, Katarina and stuff were the masters, you already have it by default. You would have to be a new player that had not gotten it for it to matter. But if there's anyone like that, feel free, come in and grab it.
When I'm ready and not before.
So there are no arbitrary restrictions like that? There aren't, but you literally don't have the time to sell it either. Like, even if I tried to go to TFT and sell it, like there's only 20 minutes left in my whole thing and it might take me the whole 20 minutes to sell those slots. Yeah, okay, maybe I make 10C a slot, but like that's my entire rest of the gaming night done. I'm not. Like if I was on limited time, I would not be selling that. I would just move on with my life. I might like mention it in guild or to friends if I had other friends that had started, you know, relatively recently so that they might not have it. I'd do that, but I wouldn't go looking on TFT or anything. And I'm not against working class Exile using TFT. When it's appropriate to do so, you, as a relatively new or time limited player, should learn and become familiar with TFT. It is incredibly good thing to have access to, but that doesn't mean when you're on limited time that you should be trying to sell literally everything on TFT. That's too much. I really need to learn how to use Discord and TFT. You do. Do you have a TFT video guide? Not one like in general. I do have a video going over how to bulk sell things. It's one of the links at !rich. That's how you can use TFT to like sell your entire essence tab or your entire fossil tab or something like that all at once. So I have that, but not like a generic how to use TFT. Ooh. Veiled. For 30 minutes to sell an Ashling Slam. I usually put, if I was going to sell an Ashling Slam on TFT, I would post it when I was 1 or 2 maps away. I don't know if that's allowed, but that would like give people a chance to be able to reply. And then if I got there and it wasn't done by the time I got there, I'd just slam it on something. But at least that like gives people like 15-20 minutes to notice, say they want it, etc. That's how I'd do it personally. Don't seem to specifically say portals open. Ah. Oh, okay. Didn't I make this? How much are you guys worth? Oh. Oh. Didn't realize that they were 12C a piece. I picked up 3 of them in that map. Easy 36k. C.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Ooh, Saint's Treasure. Nice. What are you guys worth? Yo, 33C apiece. Let's go. It'd also be fair for selling that hideout. It could never be flagged for selling the hideout because I'm not selling the hideout. Because I'm just, well, no one said they wanted it, but generally speaking, I just give the hideout away to chat. Like if you want it, just come in. So there's no trade involved. Use of a Nightbane character. I thought about that on my own. Yeah, it's super good. That you just put Withering Step on left click, by the way, in case you're not already doing that, and then you never have to think about it again. Just in case you're not already doing that. I haven't found a workaround to Withering Step and Flame Dash sharing a cooldown. Put quality Second Wind with Flame Dash. You'll always have a charge. It has an extra charge compared to Withering Step. That being said, most of the people using Withering Step end up using like Whirling Blades or Shield Charge and things like that as their movement. It doesn't work on vines. Yeah, it's stupid that it doesn't work on vines, by the way. I hate vines. All movement skills should instantly clear vines, not just the blink ones. That would make me very happy. Boom, bum, bye, ba, ba, ba.
Hold my attention. Take vitality.
Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, what do you got? Yep.
Good day. May the darkness spare you.
The timer reminds me of the old days when I used to play in an internet cafe and the guy told me every 15 minutes how much time I have left. Man, that would be very, I don't know, anxiety adding? That's not the right word. There's a word for what that would be. And it's not just annoying, although it would be annoying. But like there's more to the word than that.
I need more mana.
Twice as hard. Easy.
because entertaining. Another round.
Was in fact nerve-wracking, especially if you're in the middle of doing something. Yeah. Nerve-wracking, that's a good one. I think you're looking for that would shit me to tears. Is that a saying outside of Australia? Is that a thing? Burn through like 20x in currency at this point and nulling off tier 1 suppression 8 times in a row with only a 33% chance. Welcome to crafting. Enjoy your stay. Oh, whoops. I might have stood in the DD. That's entirely my fault. Side note, do not stand in the DD. I believe we have double beyonded this zone with Fortune Favors the Brave, and it already had a beyond on it. Nope, it's only one beyond. All right, that was just a juicy pack then. All right. What is that clip about? What'd I do? Can I ask how event works where circle of ground spreads out? I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to be slightly more specific, sorry. Breach. Right. Okay, so Breach, I mean Breach is great. Basically there's a second layer to the map that we can't see, and as that breach opens we get access to that layer where all of the breach mobs are. And we have that limited amount of time to kill as many of them as possible to get breach rewards, mainly splinters, to open actual breach zones. And then that's it. It closes on us.
Conflict for my entertainment.
When it closes, all the mobs go away.
Each night the silence came, that drove all thoughts of thieving into the inky black sea. I watched my hopes drown,
When I'm ready and
watched
not
them wash ashore lifeless and limp. Adorning
Just kill as much shit as possible. Yes, basically. Also, there are some little hands that like pop up. They're like interactable chests. They're the breaches version of chests. Clicking them helps. That also drops splinters. think I have most of those splinters hidden because that was a cheap breach stone. I already forget where it was. Breach strings still selling in bulk. Only the higher item level ones, but yes. Well, say the breaches leave and keep going. Yeah, flash breach. Flash breach is what makes breaches feel good. Without it, I don't really want to do a breach. It takes too long. Thought that might work. Lower the price by 1C and then someone will buy them all instantly. What item level breach rings are worth saving? I forget, but I turned them back on my filter. So whatever level my filter shows is good. But I forget.
When I'm ready and not before.
Oh, we're at 2 hours. Wow, that flew by. That flew by. We're still going to finish this map. I didn't realize that we were at time. I mean, I've launched this map now. It's got a scarab on it. I'm going to run it. We were never going to be like, I did say right at the beginning, we were never going to be like dead strict about it being exactly 2, right? It's just the spirit of limited playtime. Just pause your online game. Yeah, no, I was never going to be like dead specific about it. Just the spirit of limited playtime. So I'm still going to finish my map.
Hurry, there are monsters about. You sure about that placement?
Sessions up act like it's a gaming cafe. No. If you have a partner that's that controlling of your time that an extra 2 minutes would result in you sleeping on the couch, you should get a new partner. Or at the very least, get rid of that one.
Maybe the couple is
You don't actually need a new one. You can just get rid of that one. When I say get rid of, I mean leave them, not like the other thing. just clarifying that a little bit, just in case. Ooh. Oh, very nice. We happen to get one of these things as well. It's not the Cortex version, but it's something worth, you know, 33C again. So that's pretty nice. All right. Boom. That's the end of that timer. So, summary. Today, what did we get? We got level 91, 20% of the way through. We didn't do any regearing, but we did get our completion all the way up to 112. Quite a decent amount of the unique maps done. All of our favorites on. Ah, yes. And I did do a slight respec. I did take out these points here in order to put in these points, which is technically slightly less damage, but I value the attack speed and move speed pretty high. And also this is where I can get phasing, so I will be able to drop my phasing flask. I will still need to replace one piece of gear with a bit more suppression so that I can drop the quartz flask, but I would like to replace it with an Aziris for more damage, bigger ignites. All my damage ignites because of Elementalist. So the idea is to get rid of this flask. Not quite there yet, but that respec is going to let me do that because that's where I'm going to get my phasing, and attack speed is never bad. So that was pretty good. We did get up to 70C, and we have a Saint's Treasure, which should be like 35C. And we just found in our last map one of these maps, which is probably 35C. So we're making money again. We will probably tomorrow buy some scarabs and start putting in like actual juiced maps. But otherwise, that is all, and I will see everybody from YouTube tomorrow.